Alright, good morning everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that assessment is actually crucial in everyone's life, especially in students' life? But to assess someone, we need a proper rubric, meaning we cannot assess someone in just a way. If I like her, then I'm going to assess in a way. And if I don't like her, I'm going to assess in a different way. It is not possible, and it is not what you call as professional. It's not a task or duty of a professional teacher. So for that, to build a rubric, it is equally important. So for that, ethical and also cultural is playing a vital role in building a rubric to assess someone. So to talk more about that, we have our special guest joining us with me in this wonderful morning. All right. So we have from my right, we have Puan Sri Celistini Narit, and she's the wife of Chief Minister of Sarawak. Yeah. All right, and next to me, he's going to buy his title Dato Paduka coming soon. So for now, is future Dato Paduka Elvivien Juanis. All right, future Minister of Sabah. Correct or not? And I have here. Datin Dr. Hajah Meeda, she's going to take over HCP soon, so that's not our problem. Okay, so for that, I would like to invite for the first group, meaning they have divided in different parts. This two, one gentleman, one lady, they're going to talk about ethical issues in building a rubric, while Datisri is going to talk about the cultural issues that might occur in building a rubric. All right. So for that, I would like to invite Puan Sri and future Dato Paduka talk about it.
Okay, to begin this, as we know that rubrics must expose to all the pupils first. This is because they have to know in order for them to achieve something, right? They already stated in the rubrics.
Okay, no. But when you talk about ethics, right, you talk about like our moderator said just now, like treating someone this way and treating someone this way. It goes back to ethics, how you discriminate and biasize one party over the other. So when designing a rubrics, you really need to look into does this cater to all? Does it cater to this group? Does it cater to this group? Especially in inclusive education and so forth. Okay, so here we can also see that when talking about ethics, we have to be holistic, not just looking into the biasness, but then holistic. It has to cater to each and every module. We have 5 modules. So as of CFR, we have listening, speaking, reading, writing, and also grammar. So all of these, they have to be holistic in one package. So ethics is the way to go when you want to design a proper rubrics, because we have that in CFR. So.
All right, future Dato Paduka. My question, and might be audience question too. All right, the person who built the rubric will be a teacher.
Yes.
Correct? So if the teacher is, she is maintaining her biasness, towards certain groups of people, do you think the rubric is going to be fair and square to others?
Definitely not. No. This is why our country is not progressing. If our teachers are
that's not our thesis.
No, because if even the teachers themselves, the head of the people who educate the future generation do not change their stance on being biased, nothing will change. We have to be accepting, we have to be open-minded in what we cater to be, because we're a multiracial country, right? So because of that, we have to push bias aside. We have to design our rubrics properly.
So again, Puan Sri, so do you think that ethical issue we are talking about right now, meaning a teacher who builds a rubric, so can we connect this ethical issue back to a teacher or student?
To all actually, everyone have to be fair and square. Without, just like Dato Paduka mentioned just now.
Future.
Future. Okay, sorry for that. We have to be fair and square because we came from a multiracial country. We should not discriminate this one group. This one group, we have to be fair and square.
Okay, that's a lot of input, It's a lot of input for ethical issues that, in designing or building a rubric. See, just a rubric, but it can, the factors to build it, that's a lot, and when you build it, the impact is also equally a lot, right? So it has to be positive. If it's negative, both sides going to be a lot also. Alright, we have solved, we have understood. I think we have, a bit understood about what is
we've seen what that is.
ethical issue. Yeah, correct. So let's focus on cultural issue, and Datin Sri Hajah Meeda is well known for this cultural thingy, So it's very good to consult so someone from HCP. That's very good, right? Okay, go on, Datin.
Okay. Well, just like what Sri Celiz has mentioned just now, the rubrics first must be shown to the pupils so that it is fair for them to get the bands that they want. But the content of the rubrics must not touch any sensitivity of these pupils. Like, for example, it should be more general, it should not be specific to any of these pupils. Yes, the stereotyping or discriminating these pupils. Because in Malaysia, as we all know, we are a multiracial country, right? We have pupils coming from different backgrounds.
Yes.
So the content must be general and fair to them. That's what a rubric should be. A good quality rubric should be. And then for my second point is that the content must be something that is closely related to their environment. For example, like if people in Malaysia, then you cannot be assessing them according to rubrics or content that is from Australia.
We had even issue about textbook coming out from they're talking about winter and autumn. We don't have in Malaysia, right?
Yeah, for example, Malaysia is a country that is hot all year, summer all year.
Hot and rain, right?
Yeah, it's hot. I mean, like sunshine, rain. But we cannot like having the rubrics for 4 seasons, and the pupils would not be able to understand. If they are not understand, they cannot synthesize this kind of situation. Then how are they going to perform according to the rubrics? And that's one of the issues, the cultural issues
Super.
in this country.
Okay.
That's what rubrics should be. It should be general, not too specified, and it should cater to all pupils, especially for their backgrounds.
Okay. That's very good. So in some contexts, apart from education, it's still education, but just now we were focusing on school. Now, if we go for, it's a general question. I think we can discuss more about it. Do you allow it, Ponsri?
Yes.
Sure. All right. So in our education system, there are some places where these biasness and segregation happens. Do you agree or not?
Can you define what do you mean by segregation?
Meaning there are certain education opportunities are given based on racial quota.
Oh, I see.
You're referring to that.
Yes. So now again back to rubric. Latest issue about matriculation. All right. So the rubric of matriculation says 90 ratio 10%. Meaning the Bhumiputra goes for 90 ratio, non-Bhumiputra will be 10. So that's their rubric. Do you think it's exactly fair here in our education system? What do you guys think?
Well, as a human, I think all people deserve to have a equal rights. But this goes back to the perlembagaan, right?
History.
It is in the perlembagaan Malaysia, so we cannot. To change this, a change must happen in the perlembagaan first before we can actually change this racial quota in matriculation. For me, in my own personal opinion, I think every race, not Malay,
Every person
has an individual quality. It should not be just because he or she is from other race, it should not be overlooked.
True.
It's every person has their own strength and weaknesses. We should not be like stereotyping. To me, this is stereotyping.
Yeah, exactly. So, Ponsri, do you agree? Thank you, Ponsri. Okay, following up to the next question. Alright, the rubric is important for teacher to conduct it.
Yes.
To conduct it, okay? Okay.
You as president.
So, what are your suggestions for the teachers for that they do not, apply this biasness in building of, designing a rubric? How can they prevent, or the ministry prevent? What are the, ways to prevent them?
To me, this is quite hard to implement because this is individual. It goes back to the integrity of the teachers. Speaking of integrity, it is very hard to build teachers' integrity that is very sincere just to teach only and not like, you know, only doing this for the sake of making it easy for them to learn. It's very, for me, it's very hard because we are humans, you know, and we cannot help to think that way. Yeah, so what about the others? What do you think? How would this be implemented?
Yeah, effectively, right? Effectively.
If we're going up there, you know, up, our hopes up high, we go back down to like our roots, right? The thing is just the teacher themselves being human, having humanistic values, you know, just not saying this religion, that religion, but then being human, knowing like this is right, this is wrong. You have to be fair and you have to be equal towards everyone.
Good. Agree, very good point. So I guess we partially had made a conclusion. It is not proven statistically or research. It's just based on discussion. You know, we're different ethnic here, about talking about sensitivity and culture. I think we should understand as a teacher. As a teacher, we should understand about all these sensitivities and we should, do our job correctly. That's exactly what we are targeting here. And remember, all Malaysian kids are our kids. All right. So we have to, make all the ways to make them fly up there. Okay.
It is our responsibility
It is
to
our
color their life.
So Malaysia boleh. Okay, I can smell nasi lemak behind there and.